Woohoo! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Virtual Doll Convention countdown party. I am having this party today with the wonderful Bradley Justice, who is joining our video right now. Bradley's so amazing. Woo!
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Bradley, you look amazing.
Are you ready for 2019 and the virtual convention?
Oh my gosh, I am so ready for 2019 and the virtual convention. Are
I'm
you?
very excited. I'm very excited. I can't wait.
Look, you're already having your party. What's happening behind you over there?
Like, look at all of this. Like, I've got my stuffed bulldog ready for 2019. We've got Barbie back here, Snoopy, Cupid.
Yes.
Everyone's ready for the 2019
Yes.
party.
It is, it's coming very quickly, but what a fun way to start off 2019. Am I right?
I am so excited that we're kicking off a big year with a big event, and it's going to be big, big, big all the way around. So
It's going to be so much fun for everybody. And I have to tell you, Bradley, I have had multiple people register for the convention saying they are only coming to see you. They
oh my
can't wait to
gosh,
see what you're going to chat about.
I hope I don't disappoint them, but I've got a
You
lot
never
of things
disappoint.
planned. I've got a lot of things planned. We're going to be talking about Barbie history, Barbie designers, the evolution, and I've got lots of surprises up my sleeves. There's going to be some things that people have never seen. You never know what I might pull out of my Mary Poppins bag. So
Yes, you never know what you're going to pull out. And one of the things that I love is that you and I are going to be actually together for the seminar.
that is probably the most exciting thing in the world. It's going to be you, Dior, Barbie, and me. So what a great combination.
It's going to be wonderful. So you do have your pre-planned things, but of course we might just do something fun if we feel like it, if the mood strikes us, right?
Absolutely. We've been known to be spontaneous.
I love it. So Bradley, you look fabulous. I don't know if you're going to be able to see what I'm going to show you through the
I
glasses.
think I might take off my fabulous 2019 glasses. So
Yeah, I might take mine off too. They're as fun as they are. They're a little cumbersome. So my mother, I didn't know, has a couple Barbies at her house, and I don't know anything about them. So would you mind if we showed you a couple of them and you can give us your
I
opinion?
would love to see some of Diane's Barbies. That is exciting.
Okay, perfect.
It's amazing too. There's so many antique doll collectors that I know that all have a few Barbies hiding in their collection. So that's always a great thing.
Everybody, just Barbie is American, is like, well, actually Barbie's global, of course, but everyone had
Right.
Barbie and remembers Barbie, and even I remember my Barbies. Like, everyone loves Barbie, right?
Absolutely.
But my mom,
Absolutely. Whether they want
I
to
just,
admit it or not.
exactly, no, it's secretly everyone does. I know it. But my mom, I was like helping her look for a scarf, and then out tumbles this number one Barbie
What? That
scarf
never
drawer.
happens to me.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to chat about her and a couple of the other interesting ones here. Let me turn this around that I found. So this number one there's a little protector over. And is this the original box? I don't know.
If you hold it close, I'll be able to tell. The original boxes for the number 1, 2, and 3 Barbies. Next to the Barbie name, the trademark is going to say TM, as that one does. So that's an early, probably her original box. Later ones, it was followed by the R in the circle, the registered trademark. So that's a little tidbit to know whether or not you have an early box.
Oh, well, that's very helpful. Thank you so much. So this Barbie, and let's get her into the light, she is wearing the Gay Parisienne, which is a favorite among a lot of people.
Right. That outfit was available only the very first year of Barbie. It's an homage to sort of a Balenciaga gown or dress that was the bubble dress, which was the rage, which was only the rage for about a year, which is one of the reasons why I think it was kind of eliminated. As soon as it came into fashion, it kind of went out of fashion. And it
Gosh,
has the
I
white
sure love it now.
stole, and the white stole is made of rabbit fur, and it's lined with white satin, as opposed to the later one that came with Enchanted Evening that was lined with pink satin. So that's one of the earlier Barbie costumes. And it's kind of an interesting thing. It's this like blue dotted, it's this white dotted blue nylon fabric. So nylon would have been a fairly neat fabric to use. It was one of the earlier synthetics, and it came with this gold colored sort of velveteen purse and matching navy blue shoes. So it's a great little costume for Barbie. It was very chic, very French. So I absolutely, that's one of my favorite fashions. It was designed by Charlotte Johnson, who was the original designer for the Barbie doll. She was hired by Mattel by Ruth and Elliot Handler, and she created the first 22 costumes for Barbie, including this one.
Oh, how fantastic to know this history on the costumes. It just provides so much more depth. I really love the little bow that's on the front bottom and on the
Yeah,
back. Isn't
exactly.
that
That little
just the
bow is
cutest?
really, that
Yes,
just kind of sets it off. The little bow is fabulous.
it's fabulous. So is this a number one to confirm?
We would need to look at the bottom of her feet. According to her face, she's either a 1 or a 2. So if we take off the shoes,
Okay.
we can see if she has the telltale holes in the bottom of her feet. If she does, we'll know that she's a number 1.
Oh, she does have the
Oh,
holes,
she
but
does. She even has
yes.
it in her shoes. So, um, those are number 1 shoes, and it's on a number 1 doll because you can see the holes in her feet. So Rachel, why don't you do a close up of her face so everyone can kind of see her face? The earliest Barbies, the number 1 and the number 2, have these very fabulous inverted V eyebrows, and there's no color to the iris. Her eyes are black and white. There's no blue eye color. So it's a very quintessential look. Many people who have a ponytail Barbie think that they've got the number 1 Barbie, but there's about 6, 7, maybe even 8 variations of the ponytail Barbies that range from 1959 to around 1965, 66. Um, so this is the original. This is the face that sailed 1,000 ships.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. Well, I am so glad to know that for sure this is. I've actually had some unscrupulous Barbies come through my shop, and you have helped me confirm whether they were real or not.
Absolutely. Whenever something becomes valuable, there will always be some unscrupulous person who tries to fabricate one or create that. You have to be very careful because on eBay there are a few sellers that have sold repainted dolls. They take a number 3, they drill holes in the feet and repaint the face and try and pass it off as the number 1. I always tell everybody, you make sure you know what you're buying. If you're not comfortable with what you're looking at, have a friend look at it, have someone confirm it, and just make sure you do know what you're purchasing.
Absolutely. And you have always been so helpful with that. And I thank you so much. Another one of the things that you educated me about is these stands.
Right. The original posing stand was this round circular piece of black plastic with the 2 prongs that poke up, which is what the doll was intended for. The stand that you're holding is actually a replicated stand that was done probably in the 80s and 90s, just more or less so the number 1s could be displayed. They were made by something. It's solid. The original ones have the Barbie logo on it and are hollow underneath, and so they would have the Barbie and then the trademark. So these were
How
created by
fantastic.
a collector that more or less wanted to make sure their number 1 Barbies had those stands because the stands are so rare.
The stands are so rare, and it's interesting to see that replication of a stand. But you told me once that the stands in good condition can sometimes go for $500 to $800.
It's sometimes even more. I mean, I've seen them sell for more, but that's about the going rate. They're very rare and very desirable. And to complete your doll, you have to have that stand. That was something that only came with the number 1s.
Love it. It's just like the Hooray accessories and the Romer accessories and just any kind of accessory. They're so important.
It's that extra little detail that makes everything special.
Yes. Wonderful. So now we know about this great number 1. And so here is another one that I pulled out of the collection. She is very, I don't know about her. What is this doll?
She's kind of an unusual Barbie, and with Barbie collectors, they either love her or hate her. She's what we call Miss Barbie. And Miss Barbie was available in 1964, and she was the first Barbie that was marketed as having the bendable legs. And so her legs were the first that had that sort of genius invention where her legs bent, and there was no visible joint. It was really kind of an
You can hear them
unusual.
click.
Exactly. Um, there were a few dolls prior to her that were, they were test marketed on, but this is the first doll marketed with the bendable legs. She has a hard plastic head with the molded hair like the fashion queen, but she has sleep eyes. So when she lays down, her eyes close so she could actually go to sleep. So she's kind of an unusual doll. She's wearing her original costume, which is that pink glitter dotted knit swimsuit with the ruffle, and she has her swim cap. And she actually did not come in the box that you've got her in. She came in a different box, and she came with like a lawn swing and all these accessories. She was really kind of a neat and kind of a pricey doll at the time. I think she was around $7 or $8, which would have been double the price of the regular dolls. She was kind of a unique doll. This
Oh, that
doll,
is
because
so interesting.
the doll, because
Yeah.
she has this hard plastic head, the wig material that they made the caps out of reacts. So you get those melt marks. And even though that doll has some melt marks, they're not that bad. I've actually seen it where it looks like a wad of bubble gum or something. So she's actually in really nice condition, and for her age. So she's a neat doll, the first doll with bendable legs.
So interesting. We have learned so much just in our little casual chat. I can't even imagine how much we're going to learn at the virtual convention from you,
I
Bradley.
can't wait. We've got a
What
lot. I've got a lot of fun things coming. So
I just have to say, this cap is hysterical because who would wear that in the water?
well, you would
Is
have
it for
used
like
it to
wearing in
like
the water?
maybe. Well, I think, originally swim caps you wore in the water to kind of keep your hair from getting wet or, away from the chlorine. But this is done, it's not the rubber cap like they wear. It's, to me, it would be like if you had wet hair, you could cover your hair up and just be very chic.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, then that is very chic. Okay. I wasn't thinking along the right terms. Okay. I love her. I love her. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I have one last one that I thought looked
Okay.
like an early Barbie. I know it's not a number one or a two, but I'm hoping it's close to that.
What do you think it is, Rachel?
So based on what you have taught me and a couple of the facial things, because the eyebrows are very distinctive. She has a much softer look from the ones and the twos. I think she's a three.
You're right. She is a number
Yay!
three. The ones, twos, and threes turn this paler color. They turn slightly pale. Some of them turn ghastly white, but they turn pale. They have the smell of crayon. So if you were to take a quick whiff of her, she's going to have that sort of crayon smell. She has the blue eyes. And so she was the first doll that had that more softened look, and she has the blue eyes. And if you look close and look at the color of her eyeliner, you'll see that her eyeliner is brown. The number threes are the only ones that had the brown eyeliner. However, there are some threes with blue eyeliner, but it's the blue eyes that kind of tell the story.
Love it. Oh, that is so good to know. I absolutely love her black hair. How many hair colors did the three come in?
It came in blonde and what they call brunette, which was the black hair color. And
Oh, it's
generally,
brunette. Okay.
blondes outnumber brunettes about 3-1.
They do. So this is a rare. What is your do you have a personal preference on blonde or brunette?
When it comes to a number three, I love a black haired number three. I prefer the brunette. I think growing up as a blonde, I always liked something that was a little more different than me. So I've always been more partial to the brunettes. There are other Barbies that I prefer them to be blonde, but the early dolls, I love it when they're brunette.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Such fantastic information. My mom is sitting here watching and
Hi,
learning right
Diane.
along with us. Yes, she's learning all about her Barbies. So we titled this video The Convention Countdown because we are counting down to the new year,
It's
a fresh start, and a
and we
good
can't
jolly
wait.
time.
We
We've
cannot
had
wait. I'm
people
looking forward to
email.
it.
People are
Yeah.
so excited to have your content and to know that Barbie is attending this convention.
Well, she's going to be there. I'm going to be there. All the cool kids are going to be there. So if you haven't registered, make sure you register in time to participate. And there's going to be lots of great things that's going to be distributed. And I can't wait to share with you.
And Bradley, I know you're going to be sending a couple resources and maybe a printable or something for the conventioneers that's Barbie related.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't wait. You know, I have a vast archive of Barbie ephemera, and I can't wait to go through and see what I've
Barbie.
got to show and
Yes.
share.
Maybe we
So,
could, we're doing a daily souvenir. Maybe we can make one of those pieces, one of the souvenirs for the convention. That would be so great. Maybe on the day that we
that
do
would
all
be
your talks.
awesome. That
Yay.
would be
All right.
awesome. I'll look
Well, we
forward to
have some
sharing with
planning.
you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bradley. Again, this is
Thanks,
Bradley
Rachel,
Justice.
and we'll see you in 2019.
See you.
See you soon. All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.